for the discussion is PMI, that is Purchasing Managers Index. PMI was recently in news. This is a news clipping from The Hindu newspaper dated December 1st, 2020. When the articles relating to any economic concept is reflected in the newspaper, please have a background knowledge and what are the recent trends and how you can relate this current affair topics to your basic books and to your UPSC syllabus. This is how current affairs should be handled for UPSC examination. This topic PMI could be categorized under UPSC syllabus GS3 Economic Development and Issues Related to Indian Economy. PMI could be categorized in economic portion. That is how make a categorization, have the knowledge of how and what, why of the topic given in the article and make a proper notes on the current affairs. So this is an analysis of The Hindu newspaper article PMI shows manufacturing losing steam. This specifies that Purchasing Managers Index PMI for India's manufacturing shows a steep decline in the employment, business optimization is fading away and the sector expansion is going on. But the steeper and the important benefits that are employment, optimization, being a successful company is getting fading away. This was a data of month November, which was given by PMI. So PMI is not a concept. PMI is an indicator. It is an indicator of business activities in the manufacturing and service sector. So PMI mainly gives the data of two concepts, that are manufacturing sectors and service sectors. So have a keen knowledge what indexes specifies what sectors, because in UPSC prelims there is a compulsory question on any report which is in news. It could be IIP, CIP, WPI, PMI. These are the very confusing topics, that are PMI, CPI, IIP, Consumer Price Index. Have the keen differences, know which agencies are giving this data and how and what data and what are the measures taken to produce these indexes. This differentiation should be recognized by the current affairs. Then, what are the key points and data analysis? The key points is that India's Purchasing Manager Index PMI fell to 3 months low of 53.6 in November. Over 12 years, a high of 58.9 in October. So this was our data regarding the Indian sectors. So in PMI parlance, upprint above 50 means expansion. Below 50 means contraction. This is the main concept of PMI. 50 plus determines expansion. 50 minus determines contraction. You can see here our data are above 50 and we are having a expansionary zone. Is it? Yeah. Although India's PMI is in the expansion zone, but due to the recent outbreak of pandemic COVID-19 has made a bigger hit to our manufacturing and service sectors. Our sectors are unorganized sectors and the manufacturing sectors are facing many problems regarding the recent lockdowns and recent stagnancy in the economy. This stagnancy has led to many larger problems such as poverty, unemployment, and then the slowdown in the economy. But to give a stimulus, to give a boost to such stagnancy, this kind of reports and this kind of analysis will help the investors, will help the players in economy to make a proper decision. The decision making capacity would be provided by following such reports. This is how reports, surveys help for a company to analyze and to acquire the raw materials required and the upcoming orders, upcoming deals, how they can plan for the deals and how they can make sure the raw material is present with them. This analysis could be made by following this kind of indexes. And there was a slower increase in factory orders, exports, buying levels, outputs, and Indian manufacturers are refraining from hiring. This has led to a serious problem of unemployment which everybody are facing nowadays, and the unemployment fell in November as companies observed social distance guidelines. Due to social distancing, they were not able to acquire more people into their company or any laborers into their company. That was also a main reason where we could see the slowdown. Then we'll see how to calculate PMI and how PMI will help the global players in achieving their goals from the before month to the future months. So calculation of PMI is a survey-based measure that asks the respondents about the changes in the perception about key business variables. That is your orders, your new deals, your new acquirement of raw materials. That key business details will be asked by them. They'll make a report on it, and the purpose of PMI is to provide information about current and future business condition to company who are making decisions and who are analysts and who are investors. This will give an idea for them, if I invest my money in that company, will it grow for the further years? This report gives a decision making power for all the investors. Then PMI is a number from 0 to 100. PMI above 50 represents expansion, PMI under 50 represents contraction, and reading at 50 indicates no change. And PMI of the previous month is higher than the PMI of the current month. As in the case mentioned above, it represents company is contracting. That is how you are making a difference from one month to another month. It is usually released at the start of every month. It is therefore considered as good leading indicator for economic activities. When you know your feedback, when you know your review beforehand, before entering into any business deals, you will have the upper hand of them. You know your mistakes, you modify the mistakes, you give a better deal to others. That is how PMI works. PMI is better when compared to IIP, Index of Industrial Production, because it is a very larger economy which we are talking about. This report mainly depends on the larger economic, macroeconomic concepts such as poverty, unemployment, GDP growth, NNP, GVA. IIP tells about that, how manufacturing sector is working or how it is performing in such macroeconomic terms. But PMI is such a individualized, channelized matter for a company to analyze its strengths and weaknesses. That is why having the report in the start of every month will give the boost and will have the proper knowledge of deciding what to consume and what not to consume and how we should give the output for them. So PMI is compiled by IHS Markit for more than 40 economics worldwide. IHS Markit is a global leader in information analytics solution for major industries and markets. So this PMI would be giving the data for the service sectors. Business confidence survey low since December 2005. This is the data. So jobless growth, all the problems and all the repercussions regarding the data could be arrived from this kind of reports. So PMI basically becomes an indicator of business activities both in manufacturing and service sector. So they have a separate report for manufacturing and also for service sectors. So the combined report is also given to them. That is how PMI plays a primary role in having a decision, acquiring, producing and putting out to the customers will make you in a perfect path. So this were the details of PMI, have a keen knowledge on the indexes provided in the news. This was the data analysis of the Hindu newspaper. So that is how have a keen look on indexes, reports and concepts related to economy. The extra concepts, have a look on what is the IIP and what are the agency releasing it. So that is how you can make a perfect notes for both prelims and mains. Thus I am concluding by this. So for any other such details, if you want to know about any other economy, polity, history details and history current affairs, please subscribe on to our channel, Believers IAS Academy YouTube channel for any current affairs related updates. And if you want to know further details, you can directly contact the website Believers IAS Academy, believersiasacademy.com, and please follow us for any infographics, mind charts, our Instagram account, Facebook account, Twitter account. You can have a holistic approach for UPSC exam from our websites. Thank you.